What is up, guys? Ralphie back at it again with some more tips and tricks on how to get more solo wins in Fortnite. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you very much for the support so far. Make sure you guys smack that like button and let's just get right into it. So these tips have helped me personally, so I believe that because they help me, they should actually be able to help you as well. Starting with number one, something that helped me a lot was I used to kind of rush into situations without thinking ahead, and that always got me killed. I was very eager to get into the firefight, but realizing midway that I was not prepared for it. So for this one, you're gonna wanna take your time. It is pretty tempting to take the shot because they might look vulnerable, but once you start shooting, people are gonna start building things like this and can kill you really fast with the sniper that you didn't know they had. Obviously, the fix here is to not engage unless you are completely confident that you are able to win that firefight. Are you confident in your skills? Are you confident in your loadout? If so, take the shot, but you are also taking a risk. I would say more than any of the tips on this list, this one kept me alive the most and the longest and actually got me some victory royales. It's really fun to be the alpha, but sometimes you just gotta take a step back and rethink everything before you take that shot. Second tip on this list is mine the materials. Mine every little thing on the map. I know it sounds really dumb and really straightforward, but it's immensely more meaningful toward the end of the game. As you know, toward the end of the game, everybody starts building up or builds these huge fortresses, and there's no way you're gonna have that chance if you're not mining the materials. Trees and rocks are good starts, but explore yourself a little bit. Mine the carts, mine the wood pallets, do all that kind of fun stuff, buildings, walls, trash piles. Sometimes I like going to Junk Junction just to get a whole bunch of metal. Brick is pretty much the best material in the game, the one you can get a lot of pretty fast. Wood is great for getting across to different places, building bridges, things like that, but toward the end of the game, people start having wood and metal fortresses, so if you're just building with wood, it's not going to help you out. Make sure whenever you're inside of a house, you're mining everything. If you have the time, if you're not being pursued by anybody, I suggest kind of just going around the house, mining every little thing that you can, because those materials are going to mean so much more at the end game. Number 3 on this list is to stay close to the rim of the circle, and what that means is it is one thing to run to the center of the circle because you are first there and maybe you have dibs on items that maybe weren't looted at the beginning of the game, but if you're feeling pretty confident, you can actually follow and run some people toward the center of the circle. If you're running around the rim, not only are they pressured by the storm coming in, but they're also pressured by you kicking their ass. They'll have a lot on their mind, meaning they are more likely to make mistakes. This one's pretty straightforward, but I really encourage it because I've been in so many situations where the storm has actually helped me in my favor. Another pretty self-explanatory tip is to make sure that you're looking for ammo crates. I know that when I first started playing the game, I didn't even know they existed for like the first 2 weeks. Again, this is pretty straightforward, but these are gonna be pretty much your source of ammo. I mean, the crates and things like that, ammo around the map, they're kind of, you know, here and there help. These crates are going to really give you all types of ammo that you're going to need for present use and future use. You pick up a whole bunch of rockets along the way and run into a rocket launcher at the end of the game, you're going to be stacking all those rockets. And of course, having more ammo is better than having no ammo. And number 5 on this list is to always build up, always go above the enemy, because I've experienced too many deaths where somebody's always building above me and aiming down and just mowing me down. To this day, I still get mowed down sometimes, but I've learned that if you build faster than the other person going up, they're gonna get nervous and stop building and kind of run away or just stay where they're at. But you have the ultimate advantage if you are on top of them, raining down hellfire. This goes for structures that you build on your own, like ramps and whatnot, but also you can add to existing structures. I know for a fact that I begin to run away when somebody's building above me just to get the shot, because they have a better chance of aiming, getting that headshot, getting that kill, and you're out of the game completely. So if you can, if you have the materials, all you're gonna wanna do when engaging somebody up close is always build above them, and you're more likely to get that kill, leading to the victory royale. Next up is learning your territory. Fortnite's map is pretty memorable if you've played it over and over again. It is a joy. One of the more important things is that you need to learn the map, and by that I mean very specifically, town by town. What are your favorites? What do you not like about them? Where do you like landing? Where do the chests go? Where do most people land when they go to that town? You need to learn the ins and outs. It's a little different every single match because there are new people playing, there are old people playing, a lot of people who know what they're doing. The goal of this tip is to be the best person when it comes to knowledge of the map and the territory that you're landing in. You have a better advantage, obviously, of getting to the chests and things like that faster than somebody who doesn't know this stuff. So while you're playing, make sure you are learning these areas like the back of your hand, and you will have a better chance than most people. And this last tip is curated for me, but I feel like it's helped out a few of my friends. But I like having a very generic loadout. I usually have one assault rifle, one close combat weapon, which is usually a shotgun. If there's no shotgun, I'm gonna definitely switch it out with an SMG. I kind of avoid pistols overall and kind of keep those away unless it's a silenced one and I have an open spot. Usually have one explosive as well, whether it's C4, grenade launcher, grenades, anything like that. I usually keep a spot open for shields and another spot open for meds. This might be a controversial choice, but I usually take 1 or 2 med kits over 15 bandages. I like having that 100% health. It does obviously take a little longer to heal with the med pack, but I feel a little more confident when I have that full health as opposed to 75. Another controversial decision is I actually have more minis in my inventory than I do half potions. Obviously, if I have 3 or 2 half potions, I'm definitely going to keep those. If there are no shields, I usually keep a sniper rifle in my back pocket as well. If there are no explosives, I usually keep a boogie bomb or something like that in my inventory. It kind of obviously depends on what you're good at using or what you find most useful in that situation. This last tip is actually pretty much up to you. I mean, this is just what I use and what helps me a lot. It's what helps me get wins. And an extra tip, I know I didn't use these right off the bat when I started playing, but definitely use damage traps to your advantage. If you see them and you are in a house, you're cornered, most people for the most part running up to your house do not hear you drop that damage trap. So make sure you put it over the entrance on the second floor, something like that where they're gonna run into it. I've definitely gotten a kill where I was running away with no weapons. I dropped the damage trap. He ran into it really fast because he was trying to kill me, and I got that kill real quick. So make sure you are taking advantage of the damage traps. Anyways, guys, that was all the tips I got for you today. If you guys want to see more things like this, more tips and tricks, things like that, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, do all that kind of fun stuff, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one.